All right, we are here at the end of the 2026 Australian Chess Championships. I'm lucky enough to, I guess, get the exclusive with FIDE Master Yi Liu, longtime friend and also one of the hardest workers in Australian chess, who is potentially moments away from being the outright Australian champion. We're waiting on one more game. Yi is a point in front of Tedrick Lee, I am elect from Victoria. Who, if he wins his game against Sterling Bayaka, would join Yi in equal first and take out the $3,000 prize. But for Yi, this is a first time, and I believe it's the first time in 20 years. 2006 was the last time that a Queensland player won the Australian Championship. That was Stephen Solomon, who also played at the event. Yi, how does it feel to at least be equal first in an Australian Championship?
This tournament has really far exceeded my expectations. I wasn't really sure what to think about it coming in. I just played a couple of warm-up tournaments at the end of last year. I played in the Canterbury Summer Swiss in Melbourne, and 3 of the games that I scraped for draws, I was actually losing against some low rateds. I'm really glad that I went to Melbourne to play because more practice is always good, so maybe that helped. Maybe that ended up helping a little bit for my form.
Yeah, it absolutely must have. I mean, you're ending on 9 points from 11 games, which, there was this fateful game, which we'll talk about in a second with Kai Ji-Soo in the final round. But you breezed, I shouldn't say breeze past because you worked really hard for all of the wins, but some top quality players at this event that you've managed to knock over. And before the round, I believe your performance rating was over 2,600, which would be definitely a personal best for you, and also major rating gains. I believe this is a new rating high for you. You're nearing the IM title. Did you anticipate first of all, picking up this many points in the last month or two? Don't know how much you think about points, but where to from here? Obviously, you've got your third norm now, so it's how do you get the points?
So, a bit ironically that as a chess player, I think it's quite hard to think too many steps ahead. And rather when I'm at a tournament, I just want to play each game well. It's a bit too hard to plan out how many points you're going to score overall. And each game, things just went really well. My black games went surprisingly well. I got into really comfortable structures. With my white, I actually struggled a lot. Both my losses were with white, and some of my other white games I was really struggling as well.
Shall we talk about some of your finest wins in the event? I was in the commentary room earlier with Grandmaster Ian Rogers, and he actually highlighted that his favourite game of the tournament was your win against Sterling. Don't know if that's a favourite for you, but do you want to pinpoint maybe 1 or 2 of your finest wins?
That definitely wouldn't be my favourite game of the tournament. I've actually always struggled against Sterling. This was my first time beating him. He has before this tournament, he had a positive score against me. We first played in the 2018 Gold Coast Open back when he was much lower rated. I was a pawn up in a rook end game, but I ended up choking and losing. And that's kind of just held clouds over every encounter that we've had. And I've always struggled against Sterling. So that game I was in big trouble, and during the game I was thinking, man, surviving would be a miracle, but somehow when Sterling got low in time, random stuff happens, as you know, in a time scramble. So I was definitely not my favorite game. Probably my favorite game would have to be my game against George. So before that game, I reviewed all of my French lines, because I'm not sure what George will play, so I reviewed a lot of sidelines, and he played the advance, which is the one thing I hadn't looked at. And I thought I should play something that I haven't played before, just to get him also out of prep. And just in the ensuing game, I felt like I found some stronger plans and slowly improved my position more than he could. I respect George a lot, so that win meant a lot to me.
Fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about some of the young talents, and you got to face quite a few of them at this event. It has been a little while since Australian players have sort of bridged that gap between FIDE Master and IM at the younger level. It hasn't happened for quite some time in the numbers that we're starting to see at the moment. You got to play against, of course, Rayansh Chakrabarti, probably Australia's top prodigy at the moment for that age group. You got to play against Harvey Zhu and, of course, Tedrick Lee, who's fighting out for potentially an equal title. Ryder Tesselin, of course, who just won the Oceania Under-20 championship. What do you think of the new wave of talent coming through and obviously picking individuals out of these guys? Who's going to be the best? We don't know, but are you excited about the future competition in Australian chess?
Definitely so much talent coming through, and kind of as like an aging unk, kind of, we're trying to hold our ground and not let them overtake us too quickly. As some old, I guess we're slightly older, we have some experience in some more murky positions that they might not have come across yet. We have some more battle experience, so that's what we still have over them. But I feel like all of those names you listed will overtake you and I in the next years.
I mean, all of them already have overtaken me, but they've still got some work to do with you, Yi. Okay, so on board 2, it's still live that we know of, unless it has finished in the last 5 minutes or so. But Tedrick Lee fighting with black against Sterling Bayaka. He wants to come equal first in the championship. He's achieved everything else here. He's an IM elect. He scored a norm that he didn't even need here. He's been point for point, only one behind you the whole way. How do you see that game finishing?
Of course, I'm hoping that it's a draw, but it looked like Tedrick had a position where he could push for a really long time, so Sterling has a tough defense. Actually, before the final round started, I considered taking a wimpy draw, but my goal in chess kind of is to become an IM, and I do need the rating points, so I went into the final game looking for a fight. I got a fight, my opponent played better, and that's fine, no real regrets. While I was playing well and racking up my wins, Tedrick was playing really well as well. So he was next to me, he was on the board next to me for most of the tournament. And I was thinking, man, like, is he gonna stop winning? He just keeps racking up the wins as well. So like, clearly he's doing something right. So
I'm sure he was sitting there thinking the same thing about you, as you both win, it seems. But yeah, well done. I mean, your ambition and Tedrick's as well, the will to win. You have to be able to win games to win the Australian Championship. You're not going to win it with, 5 wins and 5 draws. You've got to win more than that to win a tournament like this. And I've known you for a long time. You've always fought. You don't settle for anything wimpy, as in your words. But I hope all the best for you. And in the future, getting to this IM title, which I know you've been striving for a very, very long time. Feels close now, but I'm sure, as you would know, it comes down to loads of hard work and timing and a little bit of luck probably as well.
And 30 points still feels like a big mountain,
yeah.
Actually. Yeah. Still need to be consistent.
Well, thank you very much, Yi, for talking to me. And I should also give a massive thanks to the Sydney Uni crew for putting on this event, New South Wales Chess Association. If I say so myself, and I might have a slight bias given that I did grow up in Sydney, this in terms of organisation has been as professional as it gets for an Australian tournament, and I'd say globally. Having been to a couple of Olympiads, we got lanyards, we got more than enough arbiters and helpers, and any problems that have come up, even blackouts, have been dealt with and communicated really well. So thank you to the tournament organisers, thank you, Yi, and congratulations again on an amazing performance.